First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. Tea is health that is real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver. Peace is its own reward. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. I object to violence because when it appears to do good, the good is only temporary, the evil it does is permanent. We may stumble and fall but shall rise again. It should be enough if we did not run away from the battle. You can chain me, you can torture me, you can even destroy this body, but you will never imprison my mind. There is more to life than increasing its speed. The essence of all religions is one. Only their approaches are different. The good man is the friend of all living things. If we are to teach real peace in this world, and if we are to carry on a real war against war, we shall have to begin with the children. The real ornament of woman is her character, her purity. Man becomes great exactly in the degree in which he works for the welfare of his fellow men. There are people in the world so hungry that God cannot appear to them except in the form of bread. Those who say religion has nothing to do with politics do not know what religion is. A no uttered from the deepest conviction is better than a yes merely uttered to please, or worse, to avoid trouble. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. It is better to be violent, if there is violence in our hearts, than to put on the cloak of non-violence to cover impotence. Where there is love, there is life. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. Truth never damages a cause that is just. The greatness of a nation can be judged by the way its animals are treated. Even if you are a minority of one, the truth is the truth. There is a higher court than courts of justice, and that is the court of conscience. It supersedes all other courts. Prayer is the key of the morning and the bolt of the evening. A small body of determined spirits fired by an unquenchable faith in their mission can alter the course of history. Action expresses priorities. When I admire the wonders of a sunset or the beauty of the moon, my soul expands in the worship of the Creator. Man's nature is not essentially evil. Brute nature has been known to yield to the influence of love. You must never despair of human nature. Anger and intolerance are the enemies of correct understanding. Nobody can hurt me without my permission. I am prepared to die, but there is no cause for which I am prepared to kill. It is the quality of our work which will please God, and not the quantity. A man who was completely innocent offered himself as a sacrifice for the good of others, including his enemies, and became the ransom of the world. It was a perfect act. To give pleasure to a single heart by a single act is better than 1,000 heads bowing in prayer. All compromise is based on give and take, but there can be no give and take on fundamentals. Any compromise on mere fundamentals is a surrender, for it is all give and no take. It may be possible to gild pure gold, but who can make his mother more beautiful? A coward is incapable of exhibiting love. It is the prerogative of the brave. Freedom is never dear at any price. It is the breath of life. What would a man not pay for living? Honest disagreement is often a good sign of progress. To believe in something and not to live it is dishonest. My life is my message. Nonviolence is the greatest force at the disposal of mankind. It is mightier than the mightiest weapon of destruction devised by the ingenuity of man. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. Satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. Full effort is full victory. In prayer it is better to have a heart without words than words without a heart. An ounce of practice is worth more than tons of preaching. If I had no sense of humor, I would long ago have committed suicide. There is a sufficiency in the world for man's need, but not for man's greed. I suppose leadership at one time meant muscles, but today it means getting along with people. Prayer is not asking. It is a longing of the soul. It is daily admission of one's weakness. It is better in prayer to have a heart without words than words without a heart.